Welcome back to WagerTalk.com. We're going to take a look at another Golden Nugget Game of the Year line. People living here in Las Vegas, a little bit of interest maybe in this one, UNLV. They're going to be traveling up to Nevada, Reno, minus 14 for Nevada against UNLV. And for people that don't know, new coach this year for UNLV. Comes with a lot of fanfare for a guy that's got his first coaching job, Brian. And that coaching job, he's going straight from high school football to college. He's not coming from just any high school football team. You want to tell the audience about our new coach for the Running Rebels?
Comes over from
Bishop Gorman.
Bishop Gorman, and which is a great program out here in Las Vegas.
Snoop Dogg's kid was there last year.
Yeah. And so they've got great programs in baseball. It's just one of those things. Every city's got them where you've got just a great program. The thing is, we've got a high school coach, never coached above high school before, going to UNLV. How many times as a high school coach went to college football and had success? Off the top of my head, I can't.
I remember one that bombed really bad at Notre Dame.
That was my Akron coach when I was back at school in Akron. Jerry Faust. He was a big high school coach there. Went to Akron, went to Notre Dame. I know Dodge for North Texas, legendary coach.
Oh, from South Lake Carroll.
Yeah, legendary coach in Texas. He went to North Texas, didn't do anything. It's a positive step for UNLV, but it's not going to be a positive year for UNLV. I laid the 14. I made it 20 and a half. You got a rivalry game. Nevada always puts more emphasis in this than Nevada does. UNLV, when was the last time UNLV was good on the road? Robinson, when we go to the bowl game. I figure I make my power ratings. I've got 3 teams, and I think I made them 48. I have Charlotte 43, which is new to Division I or whatever they're calling it now.
Yeah.
And so that tells you how bad UNLV is. They're only 5 points better than the worst team in college football. Long year for UNLV. I wish them the best, but I want no part of them. I bet against them in 3 or 4 games.
Any thoughts from you, Preston?
No, I think it's a really intriguing matchup. I didn't bet the game myself, but I'm not sure how many UNLV games get lined typically year to year, but in my head, I was surprised to see more than like 1. But I think there was actually 3, maybe 4 of them.
They had a lot of them, and
so
their season wins are about 2.5. And
yeah, so going into it, I wasn't expecting to even really look at the UNLV line, so I didn't bet any of them myself. I could have looked at my power numbers and lined them quick while I was there. I didn't bother. There's so many other games there, and it's hectic and stuff. But I agree. I think it's a team that's still a couple of years away, and the jump from high school, let alone like head coach of a D1 or FBS school, maybe a Division III something, or maybe an assistant first for a year or 2, and then. But no, he's literally going from coaching high school ball to leading UNLV, who's not a good program anyway. I checked. I was just curious because you said you made him a 48. I was like, that seemed really low, and I checked. I have him at 52.5. So I mean, we're not too far apart. I mean, that's really low, and at least according to my numbers. I don't know what your actual spread is and everything, but similar numbers. Yeah, I think it's a fine play. It'll be interesting to see how that turns out.
But if I'm correct, Brian, hearing you, it's you dislike UNLV more than you like Nevada.
Oh yeah, it wasn't a play on Nevada. It was against UNLV, and Bobby Hogg came over from Montana. He was a proven college football coach. He comes here and he can't win. It's just a bad situation right now for UNLV. Now we got a high school coach. If Bobby Hogg can't win, as much as we all like this guy.
The only thing I'll say for Tony Sanchez is a lot of boosters wanted him to be here.
They wanted him there, and
for now.
It'll help. They'll end up building.
He'll have a little bit longer road.
Yeah. He will. But still, with that campus so far off the campus right now, the football stadium, Sam Boyd, nobody wants to go out there.
Maybe the boosters got their coach. If they see some life, you might see some donations coming in to get a new facility.
Yeah, Cheetahs that own Station Casinos, they're the big booster, and they're going to build a stadium for them. That's the goal.
The only thing I'm going to point out on this one, because I don't actually not on this game, but being, as I said, that you're not really that high on Nevada. It's just they're overwhelming compared to UNLV. This might be a good scheduling spot for you guys to take a note, because this is such a rivalry and it's happening in October. Kind of an odd game for Nevada. The week before, they go to Buffalo.
Interesting.
Really strange to put Buffalo in there. You might get a good spot Buffalo being at home pool surprise against the Nevada team that might be looking ahead to their big rivalry game with UNLV, because it is a heated rivalry.
Yeah, I'm down on Buffalo this year, so we'll have to see what the line is.
You are the Mac guy. We'll see when it comes closer to that game, but that's something to put on the radar. All right, there you have it. Brian's all over Nevada minus the 14. That number's definitely gone now, but check that out and watch UNLV this year. It's going to be a long year for the Runnin' Rebels. All right, we're going to come back. We're going to head to the SEC. This is an interesting one. You've got the perennial powerhouse Alabama and the darling after last year, Arkansas, the team on the rise. That's up next. WagerTalk.com.